Very good morning, students. In this video we are going to summarize the lesson what we studied in last video class as well as in Zoom class. What is the name of the lesson? When, where, why, like that. And history, normally when we are thinking about history, it is always synonyms with the date. We are associating history with the dates. So some students it is feeling difficulty to learn the history lesson. Second one, historians are always fascinated with the dates. They like very much dates, and it is very important like that they are thinking. And when we are studying history, we can see that dates are very important to understand history. History is about change that occur over time. That again it is coming related to time only, date only. So it is almost thinking like that is coming with events occurring with dates. What all changes happened according to the time like that. Then fourth point, it is history about finding what things we are going to find out, how things were in the past and how things have changed. In the past, how it was and how it changed, like that things we are going to see. Then Robert Clive asked Ranald to produce the map of Hindustan. Why? To understand Hindustan and to travel very freely and conduct having the trade with Hindustan. For that purpose, he asked the map from to whom? Ranald. And who asked? Robert Clive. Then Ranald's so map preparation as an essential to process of domination. If you want to dominate one area, or if we are having good contact with some area, what we should have? We should have our own good map with us. Then a single date cannot be fixed with at which British rule was established. National movement started or change took place within the economy or society gradually. So some of the things, when we are thinking about your birthday, you can understand that particular date. But when you are thinking about your when you decided to study something or do something in a particular day or in a time like that, for example, if you are asking to your father or mother who is having their own particular like a business or some job like that, when they decided to become a doctor or engineer or a business person, if you are asking like that, they can't say a fixed date but a particular time period duration. When I was studying 6th standard, 7th standard, like that, is something they may say. Same way, when British rule started here in India, we don't know. When national movement started, that we don't know. When it become popular, that we know already. Then how the economical changes happen here in different societies in India or any other societies, or how the society is changing, like that things we can't say. Instead of that, what we are saying, sketch of the time or a span of time, we are saying like that, from here to here, or when I was in the middle class, from 5th standard to 7th standard, I was saying that time I decided to become this one, that one, like that we can see. Third son of the Queen Victoria of Britain, Prince Arthur was given a title of Duke of Connaught. And why it is? Because that from there only we can see the British people instead of East India Company directly started to rule Queen Victoria later years after 1857. It will come in the middle of the lesson, 5th lesson, 6th lesson, like that. Then we will see some more details. Dates in the history are vital because that focuses on a particular set of events change. We have seen that one in online class, like that the academic things, when we are making a particular calendar. When we are thinking about family gathering, for that purpose also we are making a set of calendar like that. So according to that particular date, if you are taking, we can understand that our focus related to why we are taking this particular date and what is the real event happen, like that we can understand. Then we are moving to next point, that is historians written by British historians in India consider rule of each governor general as important. So the British historians or the historians written the history for British people, what they take under consideration, the governor generals of that time. These historians began with the rule of the first governor general Warren Hastings and ended with the last viceroy Mountbatten. These questions used to ask even when you are going for general interview after your graduation, post-graduation time also. You may get question that first Governor General, who is the first Governor General? Warren Hastings, and the last viceroy, that name changed later, and later it became the viceroy. And who was the last viceroy? That Mountbatten. Then Warren Hastings became the first Governor General in India in 1773, and history book narrates the deeds of the Governor General, while biographies glorified them as a person and painting protected them as a powerful figure. And history book, if we are going through the British history or British Indian history, we can see the viceroy, they are become the heroes of the time, and they are showing physically also very powerful in that way. And in 1817, James Mill, one Scottish economist and political philosopher, published a massive 3-volume work, A History of India. In that, what he done, we are going to see. James divided history of India into 3 periods: Hindu, Muslim, and British. This is the different thing what we can see. We discuss in the online class about the ancient history, modern history, and ancient history, medieval history, and modern history. Here we are seeing a different division like that: Hindus, Muslims, and British rule like that. Then history is divided into different periods to capture the characteristics of a time, its central feature. The next one. Mill thought that Asian societies were at a lower level of civilization than Europe. Why he made like that Hindu, Muslim, and British rule and all? Because he thought that Asian societies in cultural level we are very low from Europe, like that he was feeling. According to him, before a British rule in India, Hindus and Muslims despots ruled the country. Means it was totally monarchy, despotism. There was no power with the people like that. They were thinking in the time of British people also. It was same condition for us when we are thinking from our side. Then 17th point, Mill felt that there were religious intolerance, caste taboos, and superstitions in India. But after British rule, Indian society became civilized like that. Who thought? Mill thought. But religious intolerance was very good tolerance with other religion, and he thought like that we are having intolerance, and he thought we civilized after British rule. Is it totally wrong? And caste taboos was there in India, but what they explained not in that way. Superstition, still not only here in India, everywhere the superstitions are there, and even Britain they are having superstition. They won't write number 13 in hospital or in school and all. Room number 13 they won't write. So that like that superstition they are having. Then they are how they can criticize India. Apart from the British classification, historians usually classified Indian history into 3: ancient, medieval, and modern, that we know already. This periodization has been borrowed from the West, that also we have taken from European people only. Then modern in West association with the growth of the forces of the modernity, and that are science, reason, democracy, liberty, and equality. When we are thinking about India also more or less same, we are also started to develop. Then the medieval described society were features of the modern society doesn't exist. There was no industrialization, there was no democracy and all. Before French Revolution, we can say, if you are thinking about the world history. Then under the British rule, there was an absence of equality, freedom or liberty. Therefore, some historians classified this period as colonial period, because we never had equality, never had freedom or liberty, and we never got freedom. That's why we are calling it is colonial. Means they colonized us and they forced us, they given some rules and regulations to us, like that we are thinking. And it was true also. The subjugation of one country by another lead to change political, social, and economical condition. This process is referred as colonization. Then what is colonization? Because of the subjugation, making India as subordinate country to British. In that way, subjugation of one country by another lead to the changes of political, economical, and social condition. This process is known as colonization. Then sources used by historians in their writing are official records of the British administration, preserved letters and documents, record room where the records were preserved for administrative institutions. Then documents were copied carefully and beautifully written by And by the middle of 19th century, there was spread of printing press started, so it was become very easy. The National Archives of India came up in 1920s. Then the practice of surveying became important under the colonial administration. Still we are conducting survey and all census survey like that, things very famous. Every 10 years we are conducting a census survey. So survey started in with the British rule, and we are continuing that one. The sources like diaries of the people, accounts of the pilgrims and travelers, autobiographies of important personalities, leaders and reformers were written to spread their ideas. These are the sources were produced by the literate. So it will not help anyone to understand how history was experienced and lived by the tribals, peasants, workers, etc. So when we are getting some of the other sources like leaders, letters, by autobiographies of the leaders or great personalities, they written or try to glorify themselves, or take the about which person they are written, they try to glorify. So we are not getting the real life picture of the tribals, peasants or the villagers and all. By that we are completing the lesson, and you can see some of the word meaning. Colonization, the subjugation of one country by another, lead to the different kinds of changes in political and economical and social and cultural aspects. This process is referred colonization. Then calligraphist, these are the people who are specialized in the art of the beautiful writing. Then some of the timeline. Now onwards you can learn your history with the timeline. When we are learning the lesson, you can write all important dates with even like this way. 1773, Warren Hastings became the first Governor General of India. 1817, a history book of British India published by James Mill. 1857, massive rebel against British rule broke out in 1857. 1920s, National Archives of India came up. Like this way you want to make your own notes also with the time period or timeline, like that we can say. So by this we are stopping the lesson, and I will send the next video related to another one chapter. Okay, thank you.